Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ordinary here. I'm back with episode 2 as the GM of the Columbus Blue Jackets. And the last episode we did was just the quick introduction episode. Put it to you guys in the comments what you think we should do with the team. Should we push for a cup? Should we rebuild? Should we trade Reichel or not? And you guys seem to think that we should be maybe not pushing right away, and that you agreed with me, Reichel, a little bit expendable, seeing as all the depth we have in our left wing prospects. So I did a little bit of pre-scouting here before I started recording. And if you guys remember last episode, there was 4 things that I said we needed to address as a team. And that was we needed a new second-line center. Our second-line right wing is a little bit lacking. I wanted to get an offensive defenseman instead of 2 defensive defensemen. I think we should have the 4 two-way, 1 offensive, 1 defensive, and then we can play the defensive and the offensive on the third pairing and have the top 2 pairings all two-way guys. And we need to get some D prospects in because we don't really have any. We have Jones, we have Hetherington, and we have Murray. I think we're the 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So what I've found is Teuton. He's the one with the trade value that'll actually let us get stuff going through. If we sort by overall, right now, Prout and Murray are our third pairing. Prout is defensive defenseman, and so is Teuton. I'd rather have Murray up on the second pairing just so he's getting more ice time. So that kind of makes Teuton expendable. So he's going to be the one to be put into the trade, as well as Reichel. So he's in there. Big trade value. And we're going to throw centers Gregory Campbell in as well because they want him. So that's what we're going to be giving up. Our fourth line center are technically second pairing, but I think he should be our third pairing D. And then one of our left wing prospects. And to get back, for our second line center, Yuri Laterra doesn't have much trade value, and he's 85. He's done growing. He's 27, but if you zoom in on him here, his role is second line forward, and he's a playmaker. So I didn't really want to get any more two-way forwards down the middle just because we have so many. So that will work well for us. They also have, on the right wing, Berglund, who's 85, so that'll be a big upgrade over Atkinson, and he's a playmaker as well. So we're pushing those two-way guys a little bit further down the lineup. And then for the defensemen, they have P. Lindbaum. Now, P. Lindbaum is Petteri Lindbaum. He's an offensive defenseman. He's only 21 with high potential. He says he doesn't have too high of a ceiling, but he's already at 80. His puck skills are a little bit low. His defense, for being an offensive defenseman, is pretty high. And his senses, like his offensive awareness and stuff, isn't that high yet. So that's where he's going to get better. And he's already 80 overall at 21. And he doesn't have too much trade value either. So this is the 3 players we're going to go after. I know what you're thinking. You're looking at the bottom there. Like that trade value is not close. But we can try to grab a pick off of them, but I doubt it'll work. That's just how it is when you have the trade difficulty on a little bit higher. So if we throw in the second, it probably won't work. Let's see. Oh, it worked. So we got the second. When I was messing around with it earlier, didn't even try that. So that's the big trade for the episode, setting us up. If we were to make any other trade, I'd kind of like to unload Clarkson, just because he's on that ridiculous contract for like 5 more years. So it's a little bit hard to get rid of him though, because everyone says I don't want to take on the contract of David Clarkson. So, yeah, might be a little bit hard to unload him. Why do I have to do roster moves? What the hell? Go to edit lines. We'll go best lines for now. Alright, so. Why is Atkinson still here? Berglund, Sod. So, what happened to. Oh, Hartnell's down here. Wow, it's all bunged up. Okay, so, Berglund, right winger. Swap him over here. Atkinson, right winger. Swap him down here. Now, who do we want playing up here? Hartnell or Jenner? Probably Hartnell. Does it say? Yeah, third line's going forward, so we'll keep him there. Wenberg, Atkinson, Rene Bork, Carlson, and Clarkson. Now, we did trade away Gregory Campbell, who was going to be our fourth line center, and Carlson was going to play in the minors. But all things considered, I don't think it's too bad to have 177. Obviously, that will be our place of weakness a little bit, but that's okay. And then it seems that these solved themselves, so we got everything we need here. If anything does happen, and look, it's left-right, right-handed on the right, left-handed on the left, so it's perfect. If something does need to happen, I might swap Savard with Jones, just so Jones and Murray can play together, because I think that's probably going to be our pairing of the future. And then in net, it's still just Bobrovsky and McElhenney. Yep. And that would be the other thing that we would need to address. But fingers crossed Bobrovsky can come through in the clutch and play a lot of games for us this year. There's one other... it was that screen. One other thing I wanted to check was free agents. We don't have any room. I think we're at 50 for 50 contracts if I back out of the screen and take a look. Where's contracts? Does it even say? View contracts. Fuck, I just want to know how many we have. Come on. Contracts, 50 out of 50. Yeah, down there. So, if we do want to sign someone, we will have to just trade someone away for nothing for picks or whatever, but that's how it is. So if we go over to free agents, I just want to check if it's even worth going for. So centerman, Stephen Weiss, 82 overall. Olli Jokinen, 81 overall. Scotty Gomez, Michael Handzus. So there's some depth guys we could pick up if we want to go that way. I think we might be okay just riding it out for now and seeing if that 77, if Carlson's going to be an issue. And let's take a look at backups as well. We got Ray Emery. That's the only upgrade. Everyone else is 78 as well. So Eddie Pascal's only 24. That could be a good signing for the future, but we'll leave it like this. This is all right. So our lines are set. I just want to make sure we're not wasting anyone away in the minors that could be called up. I always get so fucking lost in these menus. Rosters, here we go. So in the system, so we can call Calvert up to take Clarkson's spot if we trade Clarkson away. I don't know who Chaput is, but he's about the same level of centerman as we've already got for that fourth line center. So we have Calvert we could bring up, and then that's about it. Why is Dansk not worth anything for trade? He's unreal in the last couple NHL games. So what that means is we might be able to swing Clarkson for like a average center, like an 80 center. And then we can call Calvert up and we'll be okay. Because lots of teams actually want him, which is surprising. See, like Anaheim wants him. I just want to check out if any. We'll go to players on the block just to see if there's any centermen that can man that fourth line for us a little bit better than Carlson. I don't have a lot of faith going into the season with him. Nothing. Leg wand. Ooh, leg wand maybe. Just a straight up swap. What's leg wand contract? 3 million. So we're saving it like 2 million. They don't want Clarkson on this side or what? I guess that's important. Yeah, seems like they don't want him. Well, fuck. I don't like how it doesn't update properly. You gotta go in and then out. See, now they do want him on this team. On Calgary. But they don't have anyone they want to get rid of. But there's so many centers in free agency that we might just be able to flop him for a pick here. Calgary has too many skaters. So once you go to a team, you gotta go in and go out and see if they still want him. They do. Okay. Chicago only at 49 contracts, so we could pull a pick from them. Maybe they got a centerman they don't want. Negative. They want all their centermen. It's like a third for Clarkson. If that would, oh, they have too many forwards. It's goalies that they got room for. You know what? We can address this in a different episode instead of wasting a bunch of time right now. What we should be doing is doing the preseason and seeing how that's going to work out for us. Currently we have 18 defensemen, so we can trade some of those guys that aren't ever going to see ice time. So, anyways, preseason game. What do we got? We'll sim the first 5, and then make any changes if we need to. So, big win to start the preseason against Carolina, piecing some together. Philly got us, New York got us, and we'll never know. Edit scouting assignment. First couple of years, you gotta scout the CHL, OTL. So we're 2-2-1. We would be 5 points through 5 games, so we're like a 500 team. Let's check the stats of our guys, see if we can get any idea of what improvements can be made here. Who's getting scored on a lot? Atkinson, Carlson, Jenner. So that's that third and fourth line. Atkinson, Carlson, Jenner. So if we go to edit lines, Atkinson and Jenner are on the same line. So I guess a sniper playmaker two-way forward's not really the best thing to be sitting on a third line. Two-way forward makes sense, but playmaker sniper. That's tricky because we don't necessarily want to play any of these guys anywhere else. They're sitting on the third line so they can get, see, third line scoring forward, third line scoring forward, third line scoring forward. So they kind of have to sit on that third line together, and then Carlson is getting lit up too. Let's not make any changes just yet. Let's play. Let's finish up the preseason and maybe do a couple into the season and then make up our minds. So finish up the preseason here. We started off strong and we kind of trailed off. Another loss and that's a huge win. And Scotty Hartnell got injured in the last game, eh? Fuck. So okay. So apparently we can have some big wins and we can have some big losses. If we go to the injury report, what happened to Hartnell there? Returning October 5th. So what's that, a month from now? Fuck. Or is it already October? Calendar. Jesus Christ. There we go. October 5th is... Okay, so he'll be back for the next game anyways. Waivers will be in effect. Okay. Maybe we can get a fourth line center off the waivers. Alright. So Hartnell's back. There's the players that want to meet with us. We'll do the meetings. Seth Jones. There are times that I don't want to walk into that room because he doesn't like Rene Borg. He's buddies with Carlson, so maybe Carlson's got to stay. Be part of the solution, Seth Jones, alright? Negative effect. Fuck you, I don't care. Can we do a team meeting? Doesn't look like it. Alright. So, preseason we were, our record was 3-3-1, so we were a 500 team again through preseason. Although that 8-1 win was fucking, I wonder what happened there. If we can piece more games like that. We played New York and lost 3-2 in the preseason. We got a home and away to start the season against them. So that'll be exciting. Let's get 5 games in and reevaluate from there. Ooh, solid start to the season. And I don't think we play this one, do we? So I gotta sim one more. Alright. So 4-1-0 to start the season is great. Looks like we're not really having any trouble scoring goals. 5 goals, 3 goals, 2 goals, 4 goals, 4 goals. So goals for seem to be working not bad. Goals against 3-2, 4-1-2. Average. We should take a look at stats. Just when you're really starting with a new team, you want to make sure that you're getting everything set up perfectly. Obviously, we're not going to be stopping every 5 games throughout the season, but when you're starting... Dubinsky, look at the penalty minutes on that guy. So Sod, 7 points in the 5 games. And then Foligno... Ooh, Johnson's even a point per game for us, so... Looking good, looking good. Dubinsky hopefully stops taking so many goddamn penalties. Plus, minus, anyone getting lit up? No, just a couple of -1s. That fourth line there. We could always pull up a Calvert for Clarkson. If we bury Clarkson in the minors, we get $1 million off salary. So maybe that's if we come up against it there. But we're good right now. I don't want to make any changes as our team's crushing. What about our pickups? Laterra 2 points, Berglund 3 points, Lindbaum no points. But he is a third-line offensive defenseman, so that was more of a move for the future. Hopefully he turns into something. A little bit of a gamble. But Tootin didn't really have a place on the team. Calendar, we'll get another 5 games in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are we? Not quite 18 minutes in. Okay. Try to keep the episodes to about 20 minutes this series, I think, guys. Just because you can get a little bit tedious watching more than that, can it? So, player morale meeting. Everyone better be happy that we're winning. Jared Bowl. I am pretty upset with my ice time. That's because you're no good and you're getting benched, bud. Stay positive for now, Jared. You're a goon. Positive effect, really. Wasn't meant to. Ooh, 9-3 win. So we had a loss, a win, another loss, another win. Hopefully we finish this off with another W here against New Jersey. Finish off the shut out against. It's crazy how we go from scoring 9 goals to scoring 0, eh? Like we had 9 goals, then we had 1. Like maybe consistency a little bit of an issue here in Columbus. I wonder if getting some guys with poise would help. But we'll see. We might not have to. As long as we're above 500 with the team that we've got, that's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do another 5 games. Take a look at the stats and then save the rest. We'll save the rest for the next episode, so you guys can let me know what you think about making trades, etc. Another 9-goal win for us there. Ooh, 2 losses in a row. Players that want to meet with us, eh? Better not be players just bitching about ice time. Oh, he's bragging. The fresh pickup, he's bragging. Can we take a look at his statistics? 10 points in 13 games is not bad. 20 shots. He's got a 15% shooting percentage. He's on his last year of his salary. Yeah, we'll meet with him. There's a lot to be proud of. Good work. No effect. Alright. Back out. Shootout win. And a shootout loss. So. Ooh, Dubinsky's got... Ooh, he's concussed. Alright, we'll go best lines for now. And that's all we need because that was the 15th game. So when is he going to be back? That sucks. Oh, he's pending evaluation. We don't even know yet. Can we sim? Let's sim to next game so we don't actually have to play it, but we'll sim up to it. Hopefully Dubinsky's been evaluated by then. Send a scout back out. Take a look at some defensemen in the queue. How's that? Okay, so we are here. The Canucks are 4-11-0, and we are 8-6-1. So that should be a game that we win, if we're being honest with ourselves. Managed rosters, injury report. Brandon Dubinsky, returning November 12th, 2015. Just a little mild concussion, eh? And right now it is November 10th, so he'll be back by the next game, so that's no big deal. You know what we're going to do? We're going to play this next, or we're not going to play, but we're going to sim past this next game just so we can fix our lines up afterwards. There we go. So Davinsky's ready to play. We'll go best lines, and then we'll go to the actual edit lines, make sure everything's how we want it. And that'll be the episode. Alright, edit lines. Jenner, Wenberg, Hartnell. See, Atkinson, I don't like having him on that second line. Otherwise, we're all good. Ooh, Bowles in for Bork? Is Bork hurt, or what's going on? Scratched. Yeah, but he's playing up, so that's no good. So we gotta put him back in. Substitute for Rene Bork. And defense should be the same. Boom, 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 boom. These guys are playing up to 81s, which is good. Anyone else playing up as far as forwards go? I am just fucking all over the place right now. Just Rene Bork. Oh, Carlson's up one as well. Alright, so first 16 games of the season. We're 9-6-1, which is probably a little bit better than we expected to be. It's enough for a wildcard spot right now. We are playing the Penguins next, which is the other wildcard team, but 15 games in doesn't really tell you much. If you want to see specific lines or any types of trades, let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely get to them. Love hearing feedback from you guys, and it lets me know that you're watching and paying attention. So if you like the video, make sure you press like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.